Hello and welcome to another video. This is Ben Fox, recording for a YouTube channel called Ben Fox in China, which was supposed to capture my exploits in the East as long as I'm here. And I started it, well, it's got to be about a year ago now, and it's been a fair few months since I uploaded anything, primarily because I thought I'd captured more or less my rough life in China when I was an intern at the kindergarten in Fushan, which is a kind of subsidiary city to the city I'm actually in right now, which is Shenyang. I thought I'd got kind of what my life was like down on camera, and not an awful lot of eventful stuff happened beyond what I posted up. It was just kind of general, teaching, drinking, hanging out. So during the time I was living in this same building when I was an intern at this kindergarten, but this is actually a different school. This is an international school. Every day, as avid fans will remember, I had to get a bus every day to get to the kindergarten, whereas soon, actually not long before I left my internship in the kindergarten, I applied for a job here at the international school itself. So now I teach literally, downstairs pretty much, which is cool. And because I'm now an actual teacher here and not an intern, I've got a bigger room. It's in fact a double room, because this here is actually a bed, believe it or not. And up until today, it was down. This room was filthy. I mean, it still isn't completely clean. I've been sorting out all day. Those of you who know me probably are aware that I live a ridiculous, disgusting life, and I decided to put an end to it today. So I've kind of had a massive spring clean. That isn't dust on the floor. I think that's panel discolouring, I hope. I just threw this bed up here, and you can use it as a bookshelf, and that opens everything up very nicely, I think. So that's good. It's much nicer having a big room, but it has to be said it's still quite claustrophobic. I guess claustrophobic is the wrong word. It's more that there's just kind of one space to exist in, which I think psychologically is a problem. That light's broken, so that's a bit gloomy in that corner. And then exactly the same bathroom situation as I had last time. I'm teaching now at an international school, so technically I should be teaching English-speaking kids, but I'm actually not, because the parents, in all their infinite wisdom of the children I now teach, decided to send their natively Chinese and Chinese-speaking children to my class in the hope that they would be influenced by the variety of international cultures that should have been in my lesson. But it turns out that 100% of my students are of this ilk, and therefore it is essentially just a Chinese classroom. But all of the materials I've been given as an international teacher to teach international English, well, not even international English, to teach English as a first language, are wholly inappropriate, because these kids speak it only, very basically as a second language. So it's been a struggle, I won't lie to you, but at the same time it's been rather incredible. I've got infinitely more out of it, I think, than I did the kindergarten, because you get a lot more feedback. I've got a lot more control. Obviously I've got complete control because I'm a teacher, not an intern now, and I'm not like an English, as a lot of teachers in China are. I'm not an English teacher teaching random classes of Chinese kids. I'm a homeroom teacher, and I teach this class everything. So math, social studies, literacy, reading, science, and then they kind of have other teachers for PE and art, etc. So it's been a lot more hands-on. It's been incredibly difficult, but over time I think we've made lots of good progress. And I'm really happy actually with the just the results now, and I feel comfortable in it. I mean, I have recorded bits and bobs of teaching, and we've got a musical performance coming up, and that'll be recorded. So those kind of things will come on the channel in due course, I imagine. As for the gap between now here and my last video. I just simply haven't had the inclination to upload. There's no excuse. I have recorded quite a lot of stuff. I just kind of, you know how these things are, and anyone who knows me knows how these things are. I kind of have fads, and I never stick to anything. I'm incredibly fickle, so that's ultimately the answer. But I forced myself to come back into it and keep going, simply because I'm never in any photos. I never take photographs of myself. Selfies of me only really exist because people have forced me into taking them with them, and I've complained the entire time. So this for me is really a record of life and will remain that way. But since I went to Japan after China with Chris King, who was in videos before, the guy I knew in Beijing right at the beginning of the internship. So I'll upload those at some stage in separate videos, all the ones we went to Osaka and Tokyo, so they'll be in videos. And like I say, the various stuff I've done at the school here since I've been back. But I am a teacher here now, essentially for 2 semesters, and it's now December. We're coming up on the end of the first semester, and I'll be going back to England for a couple of months as of January, and then I'll be back to do the second semester. So yeah, this is my life for the foreseeable. I can't tell you how much better this room is with this thing up. It really was quite cramped. This is my cello. I learn the cello now, although it's very difficult. I'm nowhere near talented enough. And this cello is very cheap and very shit. So anyway, I'll leave it there. Droned on for far too long anyway. So yeah, I will be updating this channel. Bits of China will be on it, and bits of Japan. So yes, thank you for watching, and if you are interested in what's going on in the city of Shenyang, keep your eyes peeled for some thrilling content on its way. Thank you very much. Goodbye.